Okay. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you with us today on live. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom, please go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you're welcome to join us on live and chat with us. We're so delighted to welcome Gretchen Bickert this morning, who is one of my favorite people. But I'll give you her real intro. She's a sound and energy therapist and works with people as well as animals. Her background includes training in sound therapy, certification in Kundalini Yoga and Meditation, Reiki, end-of-life doula training, and grief counselor certification for those who have lost a beloved pet. Part of her time is spent working as support staff for the Sound Healing Academy in London. Working with individuals as well as with groups, Gretchen leads participants on a transformative meditative journey to help find the way back to one's true self using gongs, Tibetan and crystal bowls, chimes, and other vibrational instruments. And I was just sharing that Gretchen has been at all of our conferences, has grounded me multiple times in times when I really needed a moment. And I'm just so thrilled to have her with us today to start this year off right. So thank you so much, Gretchen, for joining us.
Oh, thank you, Jenny, for that lovely introduction. Super appreciate it. Really happy to be here today to get the ball rolling on diving in and setting some intentions for the new year. So not resolutions, but more intentions and what we really intend to do and what it is that brings us joy and passion and, not about like what we are supposed to be or what we should be, but what we want to be. What do we want to be? What do we want to be and do and have that really makes our soul sing for us? So that's what we're going to do today. And I am going to share my screen and do like a tiny little PowerPoint here. So is that coming up? Do we have like big view of my PowerPoint? Is it the big view or just the little view? Big one. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. So dream board. We dream and we vision and it becomes our reality, which is basically what a vision board is. So vision boards are called vision boards, dream boards, or what I like to think of them as a treasure map. So it's a place where we're storing all our treasures, our dreams, our goals, the things that we love. Martha Beck, who works a lot with Oprah, you may have heard of her. I love, she says, you put your attention on something, you experience more of it. Maybe it's created by a magical force of attention. And I love anything that brings in the word magic, because magic just seems so beautiful and mysterious and powerful. At the very least, you're going to selectively pay attention to these things you like once you selectively start to gear yourself to focus on them more. And I think that what happens in our lives is we do get really busy. We have kids or pets or obligations with our job, our spouse, our partner, and it takes us away from even sitting down and spending some time to think about what do we want? What do we want in our lives? So visualization is the biggest part of creating our vision board or our treasure map. When we take this time to create them, it also creates space for us to bring focus on what's truly important, and it activates that awesome power of visualization, which has been proven. Psychology Today has done studies with that and notes that when we visualize, these things happen. I'm sure you've heard of the athletes that have been injured but will continue to visualize and actively move those muscles, and there's been studies that show that they're actually activated. Or the golfer who practices that swing over and over in their head before they go out onto the green, and then they get that hole in one. When we are creating our boards, what do we put on there? We think about, and we're going to go more deeply into this later so I can kind of guide you to think through these things. But we're going to think about, what do we value? What are our career goals? What about our family, our love life, our health and our wellness, how we want to spend our free time? To me, that's the biggie. What is free time? I don't know. Well, you create space for that free time, but you got to know, well, what do I want to do when I finally have it? What do you want to learn, and how do you want to grow or evolve in your life? So when we plan our board, So when you make your dream board, your vision board, your treasure map, you can make a board. And I think all of you guys, I should have asked this before, how many of you have already created one? Lots of us have. My first vision board I created was probably, oh my gosh, it's like over 30 years ago. I still remember it. It was on a big piece of cardboard, which a bunch of things cut out from a magazine. I remember it had my mountain bike on there, and then I got my mountain bike, and it was just like super fun. I wish I still had that crazy old board, but it's kind of old, raggedy now, I'm sure. But you can put everything you want, everything you're dreaming and visioning on one big board. Or some people like to do many individual boards. Maybe create one for family, create one for um, your career, create one for where I want to travel, and make it more specific. So those would be the small boards. And maybe I just want to do one. I was talking to Sarah and I said, maybe your vision board is, I want to create a vision board. Maybe that's your vision board. You know what? You just meet yourself wherever you are, truly. Lots of formats for creating vision boards. Old school is the do-it-yourself hands-on one, which I really love, taking magazines and books and newspapers, your own pictures, whatever, and then gluing them onto your board and making a big old messy collage. Some people want it to be orderly and exact and actually like use an X-Acto knife so everything is like, laid out on their board precisely. That's perfectly okay. It's your board. Remember, your board. There's no rules. There's no woulds or, you should do this. Don't should on yourself. I always like to say that. But you get to decide. You can add embellishments or decorations or keep it simple, whatever. Now, the latest and greatest thing that's been around are these digital dream boards. And those are really great because you can create them online, Canva, PowerPoint, Pinterest. A lot of people will make a Pinterest page. Well, really what they're doing is they're creating a vision board right there on Pinterest. They're collecting all of the things that they love. So they're already visioning and dreaming. A place where I consult, we're looking at getting a new building and collecting pictures and the way that they'd love the new space to look and plopping those on Pinterest. So it's also a really great place to do group visioning for a group that you're in, maybe fourth trimester. So that's an idea. So let's just go quickly into this digital vision board since that's kind of like the new thing right now. And I do love the old school and encourage you to do either or both. But the digital vision boards, there's so many resources. So I found this website, it's misswells.com. And she has like tons of free stuff. Freebies, me like freebies. And she's got this starter pack that she'll send you for PowerPoint. And it has all of these different little mini vision boards. But the great thing about it is this is all like clip art. So you can just click on it and drag it over to whatever you're creating. So it makes it like super duper easy. And when I talked about just doing it simple, maybe this vision board today, start new life. And read that, daily, a few times a day, and start to infuse into your mind that, not only is every day a new day, people, every moment, every single moment is an opportunity to begin again, right? The past is the past. Can't go back there, only in your mind to potentially torture yourself at times, right? So today I start a new life. So maybe that's your vision board, and that's awesome if that's what you create. But you can do these simple ones, and this is all from this Miss Wells freebie, so I can share this here. Check that first. But, fit and fabulous, what do you want to put on that? Maybe in the new year, my focus is really, through COVID, I've been eating a lot of bags of potato chips. I don't really feel so great. And I really want to start doing some, cooking healthy. Make a vision board just for that. Or your career. Or decide, wow, my business is really growing and I want to have my own home office. And I want it to be tidy and neat in a separate space. Perhaps you want a vision about that. Financial security, one of you mentioned that, and you could create a vision board that just remind you of this abundance that you're bringing in, and that's really your focus on the year. Giving, creating more friendships, and really allowing that give and take between those people, those companions, those friends that we love in our life. Family, you could have one that's just to create cohesive family, or your children, your babies, your kids, bringing them into your visioning. Romance, if you're looking to expand your one to make two. Kind of hard with COVID, but I hear you can do like match online with video dates or something. So perhaps that, have a little video screen. I'm going to meet my match on Match, and we'll meet and shout at each other at the park. And then, of course, what have we all missed? Oh my gosh, parties and food and hanging together. Let's all vision group gatherings for our future. So I wanted to try this out and see, well, is this easy? Does it work? And I just created this like really quickly in like 10 minutes. Now, when you create your vision boards, I want you to spend more than like 10 minutes. But I wanted to see how easy it is to take Miss Wells' little downloads and put something into PowerPoint and create it. So I was able to go through her clip art and create this. My sleep schedule has been just bizarro for the past, whatever, 10 months. And so really want to get more deep sleep, and I'd love to think about traveling. I want more peace in my life, and, love my garden, and I want to be the goddess out in the garden and be around flowers and nature, self-care, eating better. I've got the quill here, to do more writing and reading. So it was super cinchy to create this. And the lovely thing about the digital format is you can go back and change it. You can evolve it, because, life's a journey. And on that road of our life, on that journey, are like rocks and pebbles and different paths, and times we stumble and we're like, whoa, it took a wrong turn. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's go down here. And so when we create our vision board, we create our dream board or a treasure map. Even when we look at a map, there are many different paths that take us to where we need to go. So being able to be flexible and go in and say, you know what, right now, I'm just going to move travel off because I want to focus on this, because I don't really want to get on an airplane right now. But anyway, so you can morph and move things around when it's digital. Now, the other advantage, now Steve Harvey, I don't know if you guys know Steve Harvey. He's like the guy that does like Family Feud now, but he's an actor. He was on an interview with Oprah talking about his vision board. And his is digital. He's like, I've got it on my iPad, my desktop, my phone, and he can like pull it up wherever he is and just take a look and a reminder of what he has on there. And he really believes in where he is today, and what he's brought into his life and his wife's life and into their family is due to sitting down and creating the vision board. And then also, I want to send this to you guys. Have your kids create one, and you can use any format you want. This is just a template that you can use, so that they can start thinking about, what are my dreams? Start young, right? What are my goals? What about my health and my friends and my family? And your kids can start creating their own vision boards. I think they would probably have, although kids are all like more techno-minded than we are, I think, they would have a lot of fun creating the do-it-yourself and cutting things out and sticking them on. So what do we do? Now we're ready. We want to create. We need to find a space. We need to gather our supplies. You can light a candle, pick some music, and meditation. Meditation is a really good, my cat just, of course, jumped way on the bookcase, really, right now. So to meditate, it gets us into that space. If you are called to, you can call on God or your guides, your angels, and invite them in to empower you to tap into your highest self. I am like, whoever would love to join me, it's in my highest and greatest good, bring it on. I can use all the help I can get, quite frankly. And then we create. Boom. Now, what if you're like, I have no idea. I don't know what I want. COVID has just really been hard, and life has been hard, and I'm depressed, or I'm grieving, and I don't have a clue. That's okay. We have a board for you. the open and allowing board. And so when you do this, you're just going to go through your magazines and newspapers, your, online Google images, and you're just going to pick those images that delight you, that you love. You're like, ooh, I love that. Like the picture of that goddess that I had in the flowers. I'm like, I don't know why I'm picking it, but I love it. And I want it part of my board. So I'm going to put it there because I can. And so don't ask why, just have fun. Be open to whatever calls to you. And when you get that picture, before you add it, take a look at it again and say, why did I choose this? Does this have meaning to me? And if an answer doesn't come, it's all right. Add it anyway, right? In time, it may reveal to you what its meaning is. So this is an open and allowing vision board to just be a powerful guide to get out of your head and to tap in. So when we're stressed and life is chaotic and things are going on, we're all up here in like crazy town, blah, 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 blah. When drop down and take this time to just go through this, it may allow us something to bubble and flower up and go, oh, that's right. I did used to love to do that. I'm going to put that on there and allow myself to flow back into it with no pressure, right? So the open and allowing board is always available to you if nothing right at the moment is apparent that you want to be added. So on Mind Valley, their main guy, Vishen, I think that's how you say his name, he talks about these 3 most important questions to ask yourself when you're creating intentions or your treasure map, your vision board. And it's, what do you want to experience? How do you want to grow and develop yourself? And not to be left out, and almost the most important, is how do you want to contribute to the world? What do you want to give in service? So asking these 3 important questions allow you to really dive down and create a board that's part of your soul. It's your soul blueprint, right? So we're going to do a meditation today. We're going to kind of get quiet. We're going to go in. And then when we come out, I'm going to prompt you to answer these 3 questions. So I want you to have like your paper and your pen available to you. And we're only going to take about 90 seconds for each of these questions, because it's not something that I want you to be like, I need to think about that. This just needs to be like, right? Because that's just allow it to bubble up without analyzing it. So what's my next thing? And what we're going to find is the question is not, are you worthy enough to reach your goals? But are your goals worthy enough of you? Right? So that's what we're going to do. Okay, and then our online resources. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. We're going to start a meditation. And I'm going to go and ask these questions and go a little bit deeper. So what I want you guys to do is just get comfortable and cozy in your space. And close your eyes. You can leave your screen on or off if you're on Zoom with us today. We're going to go ahead and start this meditation. Turn on original sound. Okay, that's good. All right. Whew. So make sure your cell phone is turned off if it can be. And we're just going to have a period of just quiet and sitting. I want you to begin breathing slowly in through your nose and then exhaling. Inhaling slowly and exhaling. Beginning to connect to your breath. Just notice what sensations that you might feel in your body. You may become aware of the belly rising and falling. Just relax your entire body, allowing yourself to be fully supported by the seat below you, or the chair you're sitting in. Just allow it to support you. Releasing tension. Allow it to simply melt away. Relaxing the shoulders and the arms. Inhaling deep. And exhaling. Imagine a beautiful white light above the crown of your head, and allow the light to begin flowing in. Let the light flow in, down past your forehead, past your eyes, and down. A beautiful white light is flowing in. Let it flow down. Let this white light fill the chest and flow down the arms and the legs, filling your body with relaxation, peace, and calm. And let the light flow out the fingers and the toes and begin to surround your entire body and float on this light like it's a cloud. A beautiful white light surrounding your body, floating on this light like a cloud, settling into a calm and centered space. Bring into your awareness the area of your life that you would like to transform. Imagine your highest vision for this area of your life as if it has already happened. You're living in this energy. How do you look? How do you feel? What are you doing? What is happening around you? Allow this image, this vision in your imagination to just come to be a picture of you living your life, guided by your highest self. Breathe into the beingness of your highest self vision. And ask your higher self, God, the universe, your guides, your intuition, to possibly show you a goal or a few goals that you may need to accomplish to fully step into this highest vision in your life. Your goals are stepping stones along your path. And what do you need to produce or gain in order to actualize the goal? Breathing into your highest self. Who do you want to be? What do you want to experience in life? Just pausing into the silence. Pausing into the silence. Breathing. How do you want to grow and develop yourself? How do you want to contribute to the world? Allow any stepping stones or goals to emerge. Floating back down now into your body as we inhale deep and exhale. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Beginning to move the fingers and the toes. Moving the wrists and the ankles in circles. Coming back into the space. Raising the arms above the head and let's stretch. Perfect. And I'm going to ask you to keep the eyes closed for a moment, but to have your paper near you, because I'm going to ask you a few questions. The first question that I'm going to ask you is, what do you want to experience in life? And maybe something came up for you in the meditation or a goal, but think about the experience you wish to have. Thinking about love life, relationships, assuming you have unlimited access to funds. Think about the car or the home or other things you dream of having in your life. Maybe what places you want to travel, what type of activities, hobbies, or sports. And I want you to go to your paper now, and I want you to write down the answer to this question. What do you want to experience in your life? Just a couple more seconds. Okay, let's move on now to the next question. And our next question is, how do you want to grow? How would you like to develop yourself? Think about your intellectual life, for instance. What skills you may want to obtain. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Also think about the character traits that you admire in others, or maybe how you deal with stressful events. Maybe you want more patience in your life. Spiritual is also part of this. How do you want to grow? Write those down now. All right, so next we're going to talk about what you want to contribute. How do you want to contribute? So think about the various ways in which you want to contribute to the world. And I have to say what Vishen says on Mind Valley, his quote from him: no matter how shitty your life might be, when you think about giving back, this is one of the surest ways to happiness. So how can you contribute to your family, your friends, society, your city, or even the entire planet? No matter how big or small, write down everything that just comes to you. Just spill it out on the paper. How can you make the world a slightly better place? Maybe there's a problem you want to solve on the planet or for humanity. Volunteering, that could be one way. Certain work you want to create. Anything you can think of that would be of benefit to others and the world we live in. Write that down. Life is about what your soul truly wants. We can get a clue into this when we answer these 3 questions. Okay, just finish up what you're writing right now. And we're going to come back together as a group and just have a chat about what came up. Okay, you guys, so welcome back. I hope you were able to find some things. And, if nothing came, your page is more blank, that's okay, because we have our open and allowing board that we can softly move into. So I'd love to have a chat about, and I don't know if we want to go back just to the Zoom group now, or did people have, if there's anyone joining us on Facebook, if they had any comments they wanted to share or chime in with. All right, so let's take it back to our group.
Okay, you want me to take us off Facebook then? I'll do that right now. All right, if anyone out there on Facebook Live would like to join us, come on Zoom with us, and we will be chatting then.